Yeah, Babylon is falling. To rise no more. Babylon is falling. To rise no more. Falling, falling, falling. To rise no more. Falling, falling. To rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's real every day what I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just wanna be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to play. You in the way, better move, nigga. That all on the way gon' be cool, nigga. Say you're gonna get that tool, nigga. Matter of fact, get you by.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
And I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over me? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you call for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under YAHANNA they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's going to all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats, they're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I'll see you soon. Shalom, family.
called on the Lord. I said, man, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you call for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they follow the law, they doing it. You said under YAHANNA they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
That is an excellent question, and I'll tell you, because they're white. And since they're white, they think that everything they are is good. And they think that
black means bad.
Why do white people think that black means bad? That is an excellent question, and I'll tell you, because they're white. And since they're white, they think that everything they are is good. And they think that if they're not that, it's bad. So let's say if you were very tall, and then how would you feel about shorter people? What would you say about short people? You would say they're bad because you're tall. White people think that they are perfect. They think they're wonderful. And since we're not white, they think we're bad because we're not like them. What we have to show them is that we are better than them. You are better than them. You understand?
Yes.
All right, come get some.
Shut up! Come here, shut up! Who's the power? Who's the power? Who do we fear? Who do we fear? Who is your king? Who is your king? Who is your king? What's your name? Israel. Y'all give him a top. Dismissed. Who told the white man that the tribe of I.S.U.P.K was his to deport from any goddamn land? How the hell you gonna come on their land and tell them they gotta get off their own land? Now normally you can't really say nothing because he got more guns, he got more bombs, he got more power. But if you believe in the Most High, you playing with the wrong stuff. Let me break it down for you. Can I break it down for you? The Lord got 12 tribes. And the Lord said the children of Israel are the apple of his eye. So if the other 11 tribes go and cry to the Lord about the way the 12th tribe, the most wonderful, amazing tribe of I.S.U.P.K, is being treated, what you think God gonna do? We gonna stand with the Most High, and we standing with the tribe of I.S.U.P.K and all the 12 tribes.
Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's going to all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats, they're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I'll see you soon. Shalom, family.
Yeah, Babylon is falling. To rise no more. Babylon is falling. To rise no more. Falling. To rise no more. To rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's real every day what I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just wanna be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit, but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over me? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they follow the law, they doing it. You said under YAHANNA they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he make man. God made man. God want man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
We don't need a black man in the White House. We need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
We done broke into a little special edition on Wednesday night. We done dragged Mashak Manyan all the way from D.C. with the D.C. posse up in the building here tonight. Energy is high. I want to thank the heavy hitters for being up in the building with me. General Muhammad in the house, throwing it down. Is Mayak with us? Oh my God, you done left the general out. General Hazayan in the building with us. General Mayak on the way. Is this me? The water. General Mayak on the way. General Hazayan in the building. Give it up, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm Commander General YAHANNA, man. I got the helm tonight, and we about to get it in Israel one more time. Big shout out to all the camps that came together for the Passover, for the Feast of Unleavened Bread, for General Muhammad's class, for the Black Party, for the lamb slaughter. I got the slaughter man over here on my right, okay? You understand? And brought us all together, man, to have us an amazing weekend to do the job that Christ called us to do. All right, in the house. One big shout out to all y'all from DC. I love these cats here, man. It's a bad DC crew. All the way from Trinidad. God damn it.
Yeah.
So what your holler, mama? You think I should go ahead? I'll go ahead right now. Give me that goddamn oil. Come here. So what your holler, come up on this podium, boy. Oh my God. Now you all right with this?
Yes.
All right, now let me know if there be any objections in the house. Y'all, come on, let me know. Sawap Yala, you will no longer be known as Officer Sawap Yala of 5,000. You shall be known as Captain Sawap Yala of 10,000. Understand? Doing an amazing job in Trinidad, fighting a good fight, standing strong for the Lord, all on the radio. Doing the Lord's will. Let the truth in your heart, man, carry you on to keep building for the brothers and sisters in Trinidad who don't have what we have. Now they got you. They're going to have what they say.
That's right.
Thank you, brother. Rock up by your house, boss. Lord, damn right, Lord. Yeah. Y'all ready?
Hold on 1 second, General.
Hang on 1 second.
Anointing prayer.
For everybody online, man, we raising up one of many captains that'll be raised up this year. Captain Sawap Ya'ala, all the way from Trinidad, been building for years out there. Now to be raised up to really maximize the work of the Lord. Thanks in great part to Captain I.S.U.P.K Mayan, who worked so diligently both in England and in Trinidad, you understand, to build those camps up, man, and do an amazing job. He got him a captain that built right out of the grave, brought him right up to the top. Here he is. Here we are. This is what we're doing. We're going to do this for a minute, then we're going to get on with the rest of the show. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
But it's important we do this online, not for vanity's sake, for motivational sake, so that your spirit will be lifted up and you can believe in the Most High too. You can get off that couch and come on and join us and do the will of the Most High, and you too will be able to accomplish all the goals that you have in your life. The Most High gave us the scriptures. Every single answer you ever wanted is in the Bible. Now's the time to get it. Yabaraka Yahweh, Wayashamar Kar, Ya'ar Yahweh, Panyawa, Al-Yaka, Wayakanka, Yashar Yahweh, Panyawa, Al-Yaka, Wayashamlaka, Shalom, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Barak,
Sawap Yala.
my bad, Barak, Rapah, Magan, Hagan,
Sawap Yala.
Bahasham Yahushai, Fawad Aman. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Yadai, what you got for me, baby? Oh, how y'all doing it? Yadai, you got? Is he? Okay. I ain't know. I mean, y'all tag teaming on me. I ain't know what to do. Sure. Let's get it on.
We don't play. Emory University law student banned from campus after a series of racist emails and threats to students.
Go ahead. Give me a little more.
Colonel McConaughey, a law student at Emory University in Atlanta, has been kicked off campus after he was accused of repeatedly threatening other students and sending out racist emails.
You got any more on it? You know what I'm trying to get to. Black and Latino students.
Colonel sir. Emory University told WAGA the student who Atlanta Black Star learned, his name is Milio Wayne, is banned from all campuses and off-campus activities. The emails, which date back to March, show Wayne using racial slurs multiple times in rhetoric synonymous with white supremacy.
Synonymous with white supremacy. This is what the Trump administration and really white America always had in their heart. This ain't new. Y'all chime in anytime y'all get ready. Like, they've been had this in their heart. They have never loved us. They have never cared about us. This has always been a game. Just like another thing I wanted to bring up in a second is how we've been talking about this whole Megan Thee Stallion thing and how it's going crazy, right? But all of that is the making of your slave master. He's the one that created every last bit of it, down to the music, down to the culture, down to the dress code. They had a riot a couple of days, really over the weekend. And when they had the riot, you know, the cars had crashed into the other, and the people was running all over the place. And when you looked at the people, brother, them sisters they had on nothing but booty shorts and them fake bras with them studs and all that on it. That's all they had on. And I mean, hundreds of them running up and down through the streets while cars start crashing in each other, shooting. And I knew this is culture. This is culture that was created for us. This is not our culture.
Right.
This is the white man. This is the Epstein culture.
That's right.
They've been poured out on us. Go ahead.
Colonel McCon, sir. In one email to a professor, Wayne talks about being proud of voting for Donald Trump and making his leftist classmates mad. I can't help but be happy watching them suffer the way I suffered because of them. I'm proud that I got back at them.
God, listen, Sister Takai Bob said since March, if he would have said something about the small hats, he would have been out of there immediately.
Yeah.
They would have been got rid of him. Right or wrong. They would have been put him in the street. You know what I mean? Because of course there's a different standard when it comes to us. And let me tell you something, especially if you're in college, you should expect these Edomites to hate you. Like they struggling, they ignorant, they on drugs, they struggling, trying to get along, get ahead, and all they can think about is how much better you are than they are. They got to compete with you in the sports arena. Oh, forget about it, they're an athlete. I don't know a single athlete that's white that's not bitter when he gets out of college. He's bitter as hell. You feel like he's cheated because every black athlete, male and female, has beat the hell out of him. He's so mad that he goes and puts steroids in him, become a woman, and then he go beat the brakes off the broad and like, you know what I mean? Like he done accomplished something. That's how bad he want to win on you. Right. He want to win on you so bad, he gonna become a woman to try to beat you in the arena. He wanted so bad. Right. And brother, the problem with that is he wants it so bad, he will kill you to get it. Right. He would like to see you exterminated to get it. Right. And brother, we the chosen people of the Lord. Them days are not coming. You can forget about that. You understand? You know how many times, so many empires try to eliminate us. We're not the Palestinians. You're not going to genocide us. Right. You might believe you're going to, but you are not going to genocide us. You will not it will not happen. It will never take place. You will try, and the Lord will destroy you. That's right. The scripture said, we shall eat poison and live. Right. You will try to poison us, poison the water. The Lord said, the more, let me tell you, this is an amazing thing. Do you know that the children of Israel have a built-in mechanism that if you oppress them, they flourish? Like it's spiritual. And it's in the scriptures. Am I right? It's like a built-in thing that if you could oppress them if you want. But if you do, they're going to prosper anyway. And now listen, 400 years here, and they still cannot outdo us as a people.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So here's another example. Like I said, y'all chime in anytime. This is another example of an evil Edomite that's so mad that he can't get ahead that he gotta threaten black people. And another thing too is all them top colleges they cheating in. You ain't gonna tell me the Asians coming over here can't even talk English, and they coming out of Harvard. Give me a break. The damn Chinese government is in Harvard, downloading all the tests from the computer. AI coming up with all the damn answers on the test before it even hit the street. The model, come on with him, the shot. You brought this up
years ago. The model minority, where they put them up and give them every single thing
work
to flourish, And they benefit most from that whole civil rights thing. They try to say they're the model immigrant.
Yep.
And to damn near what they call it, the gaslight us.
Yes.
Feeling that inferior.
Yes.
And we compare ourselves to them. Come to find out they're really dumb as hell.
Yes.
And they're pushing them up, and we killing ourselves, hating ourselves, hating our children, oppressing our children to beat them standard when the whole thing is fabricated
in the first place. And listen, Michelle, it's so heavy what you bring out. Remember, they are the ones that came out with it and said they are stressed because of the propaganda. Yeah. Like they know they dumb. And they said it. I didn't say it. They came out and said we not that intelligent. But you putting that on us and putting pressure on us just so you can oppress black people.
That's right.
Get me right, man.
Yeah, they was committing suicide.
They was committing suicide. Go ahead, Awar.
If I could, sir. I don't know
Can he be heard? Give him a mic, please.
I don't know if you heard the Congresswoman Ilhan Omar.
Push it up. Push it up.
Come.
You can stand it up if you want. Stand it up and come around, Kazak. Salaki, Kazak.
Sir. I don't know if you was following the Congresswoman Ilhan Omar from Minnesota.
Yes.
She recently called World War II World War 11 because of the Roman numerals. And it's all over the news.
Come on, man. Come on. Isn't she a congresswoman? Omar, that old Eastern, that one that was running that where's she from?
Minnesota, sir.
No, she ain't from Minnesota.
She's from Somalia.
Somalia. Running the big Somali scam. That Trump and them exposed. Like she knew how to run the scam, but didn't know World War II was two on the goddamn.
Right. She reading the letter. She says World War 11.
Like that's a dumb.
That is the class, sir.
Up in there running a CIA scam to get money over to the Somaliland so that they can create a state and move them Palestinians over. A big scam. Didn't even know that it was that it meant World War II. And she's in office. That show you, man. This ain't. Come on, man. This is a joke. Yeah. So he's up in college doing the same damn thing. Keep on going, y'all.
That was on that story, sir.
Anybody else trying to jump in?
Yeah, Joe. That's in every part of life with our oppressor, man. Like when you leave us alone, let us go. We are going to flourish. You're gonna leave us alone. Leave us alone for a little bit. We're gonna start inventing things, doing things. I guarantee you, they left us alone in the ghetto for like about 5 years, 10 years. That ghetto would now be, heaven for us. And then they're gonna try to figure out why, how they did what they did. That's what they always do. They always doing that. It's like a. I'm sorry, can you hear me now? It's better. It's like they got to mimic us. You know what I mean? Follow what we do. I mean, one time, I'm sorry I can go back to this here, but one time back, I know when I was working and my previous,
ain't nothing wrong with going back to that, brother.
And listen, me and the cat I'm working with, we was doing so good. The lieutenant pulled him to the side and said, listen, man, if I get some good jobs, man, call the other team in, man. Put them down with your job. Put them on down. Put them on. Put them on. And when my partner came and told me, I said, you better make a phone call. I said, boy, we make a phone call, I'm going to bust you in your head. I was mad over that. And I knew why he had asked me because I was going to deny it. Like, okay, all right, whatever. I ain't hear that. Because they gave me everything. They had all the brand new cars, all the brand new equipment. We had an old, brown, beat down Crown Vic. That was our unmarked car. So what I did was I said, I got something for you. Okay. I put that in the back of the car, like brothers do. I put 3 hats back there, all sports hats. I took the mic, slid the mic underneath where they couldn't. I made me a DMX tape, slid it in there, and I slid my seat all the way back like this here. And then the whole ride around the seat like this here. And nobody knew who we was.
I think y'all put me up. I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, yes, sir. Just to say that they know that they oppress us, but we always flourish in some kind of way. And then when they see us flourish, they want some of it. They want to try to bring them in on it. And no, you're going to get your own. And they don't like that. They don't like seeing us doing that there. Like every time they went to do it, and I know people out there got many stories, whether you was in law enforcement, whether you in the military, whether you're in the corporate world, whether you just out here at regular Smo Joe working, it's all the same thing. They always do the same thing. You understand? That's why, y'all, let me tell y'all something, man. To get in I.S.U.P.K. and learn how to love your brothers and your sisters, because that is the key. That brotherhood and that sisterhood, Brother, that's everything. Is what they don't have. Because they would screw each other over in the minute for promotion. You piss one off, he's telling every secret in the earth.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to talk it amongst themselves. No. Yeah. And here, brother, we're gonna have brotherhood and sisterhood, and that's what we need to survive. That's why Christ said it. Yeah, man, that's why it was a staple what Christ said. That's why we got it established in here. Thanks to Commander YAHANNA, the man that told him. Exactly. You know what I mean? Now we taking what he told us, passing it down to us, to other generations, man. You know what I mean? To keep this going here. This is just who they are. Who they are. It's like,
damn right.
Just who they are.
Go ahead.
Sloggy, sir, if I may, we got Captain I.S.U.P.K and Captain Soccer War on the line too as well.
Most high Christ. What's going on, Warrior? How y'all making out, man? Is General Mayak in here with us?
Not yet. So
okay, not yet. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Somebody, one of y'all want to chime in? Jump on in. Let's all jump in. You know how we do. Like y'all knew that. You sitting up there, General. Now, y'all all bashful and shit. Come on, man.
Like he said,
I'm going back to the water. Y'all don't get in the zone. Roger. I'm gonna stop joking. Come on, fam.
So like he said, just to add to what John Hobbs was saying with them not leaving us alone. I don't know if you heard what the what's his name, Tucker Carlson interviewed the ex-CIA dude. I forget his name, and he was saying that Afghanistan exported about when America was there, exported 93% of the opium or heroin.
Yeah.
Right. What he was saying though is that he was saying that most of it was going to Russia and Iran, and they say America wanted it to go there to keep them people docile, right? To make them, you know what I mean? Which shows you, yes, sir, which shows you what they did to us in the 80s. They purposely put drugs in our community to destroy us, to full out destroy us. We'll let you know they will never ever leave black people alone, because if they didn't leave us alone, that's the day, you know what I mean, it's, you know what I mean, black people gonna flourish. We're gonna, you know what I mean, deal with each other issues and get each other right, you understand, and they know it, you know what I mean. And you
there was a movie. Soccer, you gonna say something?
Now you got it, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, Soccer, while I wait.
If I could, I just wanted to salute all of you all. Shalom, Yosha Shabbat Thumb.
I just
wanted to say, if I could, so I don't know if y'all aware, the news came out today that the Supreme Court passed a ruling on that whole Voting Rights Act. And a lot of these upper crust Negroes that's into the politics is all up in arms because this ruling that the Supreme Court passed today damn near reversed everything they marched for in the 60s with the Civil Rights Bill. Dang. They've returned the power to the states to be able to determine how they go about establishing the voting districts in their state to determine where the power of the vote comes from. And so all of
they can't even vote fairly. Go ahead.
Because it's a lot, sir. So all of the hoopla about we can vote, get Donald Trump impeached and bring the Democrats back in office, that goes away now. And I just wanted to say, sir, since 1969, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General YAHANNA has been teaching us that the Most High told us not to join our oppressor in their voting system.
Yeah.
You understand? Democracy is not in the Bible. Voting to choose a leader is not in the Bible. And we've been deceived by our oppressor and not by these pastors and by these politicians to believe that there was some type of hope or some type of salvation in joining our oppressor when the Most High is making it clear that there is no path to any type of deliverance or progress for our people but turning to him and obeying his law, statutes, and commandments.
And it's such a, if I could, Sagawa, to jump in with you real quick, it's such a fake vote because every politician is getting paid by the small hats. Like, how you gonna have politicians with different opinions and ideas and everybody's getting paid by the same pool of people? So you can't say nothing about them. You can't vote nothing against them. You can't stop them from robbing and stealing. You can't do anything with them, but you voting like you're going to get something done with somebody. Like you're delusional. You're delusional and you don't understand how real power works. Like they not voting. Them small hats, they not worrying about how many of them vote. Right. Do you ever see a campaign of them voting in their neighborhood? Hell no. Right. You hear them on TV talking to they Jewish people saying, come on and vote. No, because their way of voting is by the politician.
That's their way of voting. Slocky, go ahead.
Slocky, if I may, so what you and Captain Soccer will bring out so heavy in that is these East Indians that's come over here, these Afghanistanians coming over here from that war in Iraq for 20 years, they haven't voted at all. But yet they setting up so many businesses in the black community from coast to coast. They setting up smoke shops from coast to coast to coast, running all of the motels on Highway 895 and 295. They ain't vote not one single day, didn't do one march or anything like that. But they are on top of you, and you voting your whole life because of civil rights. You've been voting your whole life. They come over here and make millions of dollars. 7-Elevens, I was in the 7-Eleven today. They training new African employees and they're showing them how to work the buttons. Won't give a Negro a job for nothing in the 7-Eleven. And they in all of the 7-Elevens.
Will show you that even in the 7-Eleven, they creating their own subclass.
Right.
Like they the East Indians, but they're gonna make the Africans their subclass.
Right.
They're gonna elevate themselves and make them the subservient. Right. And we, once again, like you bringing out, we all out the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Please.
The point you was making earlier too, sir, about how the more they oppress us, the more we multiply. Like they always talk about the sicker black men, 9, 10 babies, disgusting, because they think we like them, like an animal. You cut off his resources, he just turn on himself. He eats his babies, all of that. They'll be disgusted by how much we multiply so much they push the abortion on us. And we in the richest country in the world. Meanwhile, in the Gaza, so I just had to look it up just to be sure, although I already knew. They say since the war started, 20,000 babies have been delivered into the war. Approximately 130 a day. Where's Planned Parenthood?
Right.
How come trying to save the babies from living in hell?
Right.
Who wants to bring a baby into that?
Right.
But they'll tell our people, you don't want to bring a baby into this world now. How are you going to feed it? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? Meanwhile, the Palestinians, they, pissing in buckets and cooking on top of stones, on top of rubble.
That's right.
20,000 babies a day in the Gaza. They ain't got no hospital.
No hospital. No place to birth the baby. They ain't got a hood over their goddamn head. Right. But the Israelis shooting down on them, but they still turning out 20,000 babies a day. Dang.
And if I may,
one more thing, that's 20,000. What they call the cells they take from our fetuses.
Stem cells.
The stems. That's 20,000 stem cells
that they got.
That they should be able to have. They'd rather have ours, even though they're on the wall. You know what I mean? They hate us so much.
And I just want to add, and then our leaders get us to vote for the women to be able to abort their children. They get us to vote for the ability to do exactly what Captain Shark is saying.
Right.
You got go ahead. No, I was just gonna say you got to vote to make that slave master happy, and you got to vote so much to make him happy. You got to vote to kill your baby. You got to say, Master, we're gonna vote to kill our babies. Can you accept us now? We'll eliminate our babies and we'll destroy our men. How about that? And then will we be accepted? Like that's our status. Which, brother, come on, man.
All right, sir.
The righteous, you was gonna say something. The righteous brother should carry more. Hey, are we burning something in here? Incense or anything like that? Okay, I don't know why I'm getting a taste of something. Okay, let's move on. We done?
Everybody look at the movie Lackawanna Blues. I think Gentleman Hyman put me onto that movie years ago. Lackawanna Blues was about a neighborhood, I think in Boston somewhere, where it was all black. New York, sir? New York State. All black, thriving, had everything you needed. Once Martin Luther King hit with his garbage, with that civil rights garbage, the neighborhood went to hell. But before then, that neighborhood was flourishing. Lackawanna Blues. Everybody need to look at that movie. They kind of downplay it now. They ain't really out no more. Can't nobody really find it. Right. But it's a movie that is going to show you who we were and how we rode before the civil rights movement. Now, here comes civil rights. We don't have that no more. You understand? We got to get back to that again.
That's right.
And Slocky, I hate to keep jumping in on you. But what you're saying is so heavy out because now that the civil rights came in, guess what? Nobody else got to go through a struggle of slavery. Yeah. Everybody else get to walk in here and take everything. And while we sit up on the bottom, you know what I mean, based on civil rights. So civil rights came in and everybody got civil rights except us. Yeah, right. We got the slavery and still had to suffer behind it. I yield.
Yes, sir.
Where we going? I'm sorry. Soccer War, you up? No, I'm too off, sir. I just wanted to bring that out. I know I wasn't sure if we had touched on it, but a lot of the on the news, if I could, sir, before I came into the show, I turned on CNN. There's some black Jake up there crying. He crying about the civil rights, like they. And if I could, sir, because it's their last pathway to suck dry the community. Like once the Lord takes away their influence or their position of power to get us to vote or to get us to believe in the white man's God, the Most High is showing us who the devil is. He's showing us that there's nothing that we can gain from joining ourselves to these people, which is going to make brothers and sisters say, well, if we can't vote, if we can't do this, they're going to turn to the men of the Lord. And like we've been bringing out for weeks, sir, Tucker Carlson is using all of the talking points that we've been teaching in the I.S.U.P.K. Yeah. A lot of these other people from here and there, they're taking what we're saying, taking the wisdom and the knowledge that the Lord has given us through the scriptures on showing our people how to escape oppression and how to get free from under the hands of white supremacy by turning back to the Lord. But because they've chosen to serve the white man, they can't come out with it. The people are going to be looking for solutions, sir, and they're going to find the priest of the Lord, teaching what you've taught us to teach, standing in the righteousness of the Most High, leading and guiding, directing our people back to him. And the Lord allows, sir, the time is coming that brothers and sisters that the Lord want to wake up, they're going to wake up and find their way home. But for all of them that choose to stay in the world, they're going to have to suffer whatever the white man, the hell that he's trying to bring down on them. So like it's our year.
And Soccer, yeah, damn right. Give it up to Soccer War. Hey, Soccer War, real quick, too. And here's what I want. I want to know, where's those niggas that told us, don't expect nothing if you didn't go vote?
Right.
If you didn't vote, don't expect them. Where them niggas at? Because guess what? We ain't vote. We ain't expect nothing. You didn't get shit either. You didn't vote. Don't expect nothing. We didn't expect nothing. But now, they weren't voting. And guess what? They didn't get shit either. You understand? So we was right all along. And why should we have? When once again, this was just such heartbreaking. The Bible has such a plan. Like the Bible is the master book on what to do when you're a slave. Right. It is the blueprint on how to come out of slavery. What to do, what not to do, what to align yourself with, what to eat, what not to eat, how to deal with your woman, how to deal with your neighbor, how to deal with your enemy. All the things necessary to escape slavery is in the Bible. And instead of utilizing that, they chastised us for years. You Israelites, you don't vote, so don't expect nothing. That's why don't nobody respect y'all, because y'all don't vote. You don't go down. There is no vote no more. There ain't no more civil rights. They gonna roll back. I heard all through Georgia and Alabama, they are setting up whites only towns. And these ain't sundown towns. These is whites only towns. So a sundown town, you could be in the town during the day. You was unbothered. But once the sun went down, you had to get out of town because that was when the Klan came out with the sheriff. These sundown towns they building now, they don't want you to enter the town at all. They want to make it illegal for you to enter the town with brown skin. And there ain't no laws. Now that he done roll back them laws, it ain't no laws to stop them from happening. Now, here's wisdom. It is a beautiful thing that they do this because now Black people, Latino people, Native Indian people, you are forced to face the fact that you must come together to help yourself. You're forced to do it now because you can't even go in the town anymore. Like you were, like you, that fool was crying because civil rights is gone. Civil rights being gone is the greatest thing that could ever happen to you. You're going to get all your Black lawyers back. You're going to get all your Black dentists back. You're going to get all your Black doctors back. You're going to get all your Black shopkeepers back. You can't go into White Town no more, which is the best thing in the world because you Uncle Toms was always going into White Town, joining the slave master to oppress your own. Now, guess what? You are trying to oppress your own now. You're going to have to stay in the town with us. Right. Ain't no running away now. Like when they come out now, oh, did you know the nigga was getting the payout? You can't run to the White Town. They're gonna stop you at the border. Hold up, man. Hold up. You can't come in with 1,000 niggas on your ass. They're gonna be like, no, you can't come in here.
which is necessary, man, which is what Christ said. You understand? And once again, the blueprint to our oppression. The more they oppress us, the more we force together. The more we force together, the more we force to help each other. Right. The more we force to help each other, here come the scary part, the more we get the Lord's attention.
Right.
That's right.
The more we get the Lord's attention, hold on to your hat, because he just might say, wait a minute, I have heard the cries of the children of Israel in Egypt. Right. And if he hear that, brother, it's going to be, I don't give a damn what the white man built. He out there in Area 51 building aliens and funny robots and all kind of shit. I don't care. What he should worry about is pissing off the Most High. You understand? And so what you brought out was so heavy that's our blueprint. These things start to fail. That's what you're going to watch us grow as a people. Watch how many brothers grow in Central and South America as they go in there and invade there. Watch all the brothers in Argentina and Nicaragua and down there in Trinidad and them Caribbean countries. Watch all them radical brothers, all them Benjamites making radical songs. Watch them start coming all out the mountains and all that. Watch how unpopular Christian music and all that disgusting music that's being pushed on us. Watch how unpopular it becomes. Watch how unpopular hoeing becomes when a broad ain't got no money. Right. When she can't just get some money off of some drug. Wait till the drugs is gone. Y'all heard the latest? Boy, they trying to expand like you ain't never seen. You're dying. Give me that story y'all got. Where's that story about where they gonna let everybody get some weed now? Oh, you gonna be the ambulance driver gonna be high. I'm telling you, I'm about to read it for y'all. The ambulance driver finna be high when he come get you off the street. The nigga gonna be bumped, the car gonna be boom. You gonna be like, y'all come to get him? Yeah. Just hold on a second. That's how it's getting ready to be. And why? Because they want to make money. So they want to expand the weed, which means you drug dealers, you about to go out of business. Don't be mad with us. You're about to go out of business. You understand? Because why? Once again, the more they oppress us, the more the Lord raises us up. Mess around. They just had a sister. Somebody posted it on Facebook. They just had a sister do a whole bunch of medical. She's a doctor and made all these experiments and created all these new drugs and different kinds of stuff and different devices for drugs. Don't let black people get loose. We the ones that created the first open heart surgery. That's right. We did that. And God knows what we did that's not even known. Get me right, y'all. Right. God knows what we did that's not even known that's going to come out now. And brother, and as we get more and more, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Get ready to learn how to eat oatmeal, goddammit. Like I said it 10 years ago, Muhammad. I said abroad got to learn how to make biscuits. Like that's serious survival. You better know how to make a biscuit, goddammit. Y'all should have had some of that sourdough bread, Muhammad. Y'all got Muhammad tied up in the kitchen. He gonna be in that kitchen doing this here.
Covered in flour.
Tazalai with the shotgun out the window. You niggas, you know what I mean? Like that's the world that you need to be in. You know what I mean? Not this stupid world that you in. You got to come out this world and get into Christ's world. I'm gonna get up off it real quick, but let's get that story if we could, please, y'all.
Maryland governor signs bill to let firefighters and rescue workers use medical marijuana off duty without being punished for it.
Come on, man. The cat coming to get you out the fire. He high. He back. He off duty. One out of 12. Now, 1 out of 12. We have an emergency. Niggas go.
Is off duty. Ain't he waiting for him?
Yes. He on call.
What is he doing?
He lights the fire.
Yeah. Like once again, you try to act like it's all about integrity and greatness and make America great. These niggas want to get high, okay?
Come on, you guys, please.
I was gonna say, what Captain
Lift it
Khan,
up, lift the
I was gonna say, sir, what Captain Khan said was heavy. He's supposed to be waiting for a fire. He lighting a fire.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a break. Like this, the world we going into. Give me some more, please. And y'all chime in anytime y'all get ready.
Yes, sir. Maryland's governor has signed a bill to protect firefighters and rescue workers from being penalized over their lawful use of medical marijuana off the job.
Oh my God, you're gonna get bad medication. All that medication they give you when they roll up on you, they're gonna be getting high on the medication.
Right here.
Come on, you got more? Go ahead.
Governor Wes Moore gave final approval to the measure on Tuesday, weeks after it cleared the Senate and House of Delegates. The legislation, sponsored by Senator Carl Jackson, amends the state's medical marijuana law by stipulating that firefighters, emergency medical technicians, cardiac rescue technicians, and paramedics employed by the state or local governments will not face employment discrimination or retaliation for testing positive for cannabis metabolites if they are a registered patient.
You know how many black men and women lost their job because they took the piss test and got fired, man? Tens of thousands, probably millions. Millions. But for these workers that do these emergency stuff, let's go on and let them get high. Let them get high. Like this is the land of complete hypocrisy. I'm sorry. Was somebody else trying to get? Go ahead, Kyle, please.
General was about to say anything. So the more and more you bring out these stories, it shows that like how the Lord says these are a no people, because they in when you said the House of Delegates, like that sound real professional and aristocratic and all that, and they saying, you know what, the ambulance workers should be able to get high. It's like what? It's like, it's like you supposed to be ruling the earth, and that's what the House of Delegates is talking about. You're like, you know what? The firefighters, they should be able to get high if they want and not get fired. Like this is embarrassing to be oppressed by these people, man.
God, and if I could, what makes it also scary is why is it you so concerned with keeping them working? Firefighters and rescue people, what you about to burn up? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it you so want to make sure they don't lose their job? Like when they take a piss test, you must be getting ready to do something.
If I could chime in, that Governor Westmore, he's the brother that took over after Hogan. And Hogan was this, staunch Republican down there in Maryland.
Okay.
So now with this midterm coming up, they're doing everything to try to, grab the votes for people. Because when the whole thing with the Second Amendment got repealed and was open carry, he was the one coming and going against it.
He was against
the whole thing, even though it's legal in Maryland, whatever. Certain stores, they say you can't go in there with it. If they post it, they're going to prosecute you. And it was a big thing with him. So now he on the back end trying to secure the Democratic vote in Maryland.
Because he unpopular because of that whole gun thing.
But they want to make sure because of how Trump is rolling down there. Because remember, he's the blackface that replaced good old Larry Hogan. Remember, Larry Hogan was the one sending the Garden when Baltimore was up with Freddie Gray. He was the one.
Okay.
He was the one pushing and stomping out everything. So now when he lose and Westmore come in, it's a whole change. So now them Republicans trying to take Maryland back.
Wow.
They don't want that brown face in there. Remember, he was the one who was asking Trump for money for the bridge. Trump told him, nah, he got to pay for that himself. It was a whole
that bridge that the tanker hit.
It's a history with him. So these things he doing here, this is to try to get them votes. He'll destroy everything to try to secure that whole Democrat vote for November.
He don't care what happens.
He don't care what happens.
And once again, to show you how you're going to have a city. First of all, the stress in America over politics is ridiculous. Like every 4 years, every 2 years, you got to be worried about so much. If one person gets in and not another, that's not how you run a kingdom. It's not how you have peace in a kingdom. You know what I mean? But they are the rulers of conflict and chaos. You understand? How you gonna have like they want white towns? Please go get you you white people, get you a white town. But boy, don't mess with me if I get me a nigger town.
That's right.
I'm changing the name. Niggers. That's gonna be the name of the town. It's gonna be the nigger corner store, the nigger grocery. You know what I mean? Courthouse is gonna be the nigger courthouse.
That's right.
And guess what? A big sign at the gate.
no white people or dogs allowed.
You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that what they say?
Right.
It's legal.
Yeah.
Well, I want a town.
That's right.
Since y'all want a white town, it's legal, then guess what? We'll build our own town. And of course, our towns will be better. Why? Because the towns we've been living in, fighting them, they poisoning the goddamn water. Every time you look around, there's lead in the water, some other poison in the water, something else in there. Right or wrong?
Right, sir.
So if we build our own town, safeguard our own town, our sons ain't gonna be selling drugs.
That's
because
right.
the CIA gonna get kicked out the nigga town.
That's
You see, it won't be no drug dealing up in there. It won't be no hoeing all up in there. It won't be all those things that they want, because that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna go to the white town, sanitize the white town, and have they Pollyanna town. And then guess what? They're gonna miss having their slaves for every evil, wicked, disgusting act. They're gonna ban drugs in their town. This is a good white town, no drugs. But where are they gonna get their drugs from now? They're gonna want this black town to have drugs ready in form, just like they do on the North. Have y'all been to the border of those North American Indian reservations, man, where they got liquor stores right outside the town? Brothers, our North American Indian brothers been in hell over alcohol for many years. And so what they did was they told them, you can't have alcohol on the reservation because you killing our people. They go and build a liquor store out, I mean, literally a block from the reservation. So you can walk off the reservation, get all the alcohol you want, drink as much as you want, and then when you finish, you go back to the reservation. They cannot live without destroying us as a means of their gain. You know what I'm saying? So as a result, it's gonna go ahead, have your white town. Watch what happens in that white town. Go ahead,
Me too. And what you're saying is so heavy. There was a video when you were on that podcast with that devil that went viral, and how you were talking about us having our own. And there was another famous devil. I think I had sent it to you. It was another famous devil. He got on there and was like, you niggas, you know, you come together, it's gonna fail. It's not gonna do anything. You're gonna kill. He started naming all the reasons in his simple devil mind on why it could never work for us to come together. And when really, if we are so terrible as you claim, you shouldn't have any thing, as you put in the video. You should be for it.
Right.
You should be, y'all go over there.
Yeah, get away from us.
Get away from us. You niggas is drug addicts and you're violent. Please go create your own town. But if you listen to the video, he cut up against you, sir, and he naming all the reasons it sound like to keep us with him.
Yes.
Because they know they're not what they say about us is who they are. So
that's right.
Please
back up the brother.
Please.
That was Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was commissioned by the U.S. to go to the South, and that was his argument for freeing the slaves.
Wow.
Charles Darwin believed that we were monkeys and animals, and we could not survive without white intervention.
Yes, he did.
And so he was.
Margaret Sanger also.
Margaret Sanger was right with him, believing that if the Southern people just let us go, we would die out anyway. And that was their way to try to convince them to let us go, so that they didn't have to have this civil war. Because if you hate black people so much, there's no reason to fear them. If you aren't feeding them and giving them houses and jobs, they'll die out. The South, of course, went to war to keep us in slavery.
Damn. You know what I mean? Like, please let us. They expected that to happen. Then when we got out there, they realized we were the ones. And you know what really opened my eyes up on it? They realized they couldn't do anything without us. When we went down, where was it we was at? Where we had that Passover, where we went out to the
North Carolina.
Listen, and I apologize to this day to all Israel that did not make it out there to that ranch because of my ass, Salakia, misscheduling us with on the buses. Big shout out to Captain Tower War, all of that. But you know what I mean? But here's my point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't mind, bringing it up or whatever and all that. I ain't beating myself about it. We'll do it again. Y'all know that. But the point I'm bringing out is this. That when I went out to that ranch out and I saw how those brothers built the slave quarters, how they built the barn, how they built the ramps, the elevators, they built the whole operation for the animals, the house. They built it looked like the ark. It had quarters for the animals and everything on there because they had built it themselves, and the way they had areas where they didn't even have nails and used wood to secure the different pieces and ropes and all of that. And then I realized when them white people saw us get free, they knew they couldn't do nothing compared to what we was doing.
Right.
And was a mess because they didn't have us as slaves anymore. So y'all want your white towns, please. And here's what white people never seem to get, that I just don't understand why. What they never seem to get is that everything that's going on with us that they claim is so immoral, so destroyed, we're all this and we're all that. Do they not at all see that they created it?
That's right.
Like they don't have no clue that they're the one that created this. Right. They're bringing the drug. We don't bring drugs in. We don't have no gun manufacturers. They the ones that did all of that. And then they turn around like, what are we going to do about these black people? When you did this, that's right. Listen, it's exactly what the Nazis did. The small hats was making money, had Germany in prosperity, movie theaters, shops, clubs, ballrooms. They turned around and passed laws just like they're trying to do now, where those small hats now had to be moved into ghettos. And then once they got into ghettos and started becoming criminals and doing everything that happens to you when you are oppressed and impoverished, then the Germans said, well, we need a final solution. Let's burn them up in ovens. And you needed a final solution because you're the one that put them in the thing in the first place. Right. Now, they had their own excuse, which was them small hats was stealing everything moving. Yeah. And they got tired of it. You can't say that about us. Right. We haven't done anything to you in your kingdom. Right. We're innocent of the charges. Right. You understand? Right. You're supposed to say, look, they served us. Here's a piece of land. Y'all go build your empire. That's what I was trying to say to that cat on his podcast. Right. And listen, what you should do if you had any ounce of morality, you would say, let's open up the books and see every secret operation by the CIA that was done to black people. COINTELPRO, the drug ones, everything. Open it all up to us. Show it all to us. Bring it before a Senate committee. Let's make it all public. You understand? They don't want to make it. That's why they keep hiding all the Martin Luther King files, because they don't want to make it public that all the people around Martin Luther King worked for the CIA. Right. They don't want to bring that out. And it still ain't came out. We still wondering about Jesse. Yeah, that's the film right there. Big shout out to you. Like, that's it right there. When I went in there and saw what they built, I was shocked at seeing these were slaves and how they built, and the stories of how they ran the cattle slaughter, while the way they was farming, ran the cattle, everything that they did. I was shocked to see that we had done that in Islam. I mean, you hear about it. You know what I'm saying? But when you go see it, you go see the house. They building the what do you call the fireplace, the bed quarters, the floor. They cutting the wood. Remember, this is 1600s. They cutting the wood, all that. It was amazing to go in there and see it all when we was up there. And so they saying all this, why don't you open up all the books on what they doing? Right. Show all that disgustingness that Oliver North did in the Iran-Contra affair. Filled Los Angeles with drugs. And let me tell you something. I've been in the Israelite school for a little while. And every time I counsel a brother, almost every time a brother that I come across got a serious problem, almost 9 out of 10 times his mother was on drugs. And not because he ain't got that problem because she was on drugs and so those chemicals got in him. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about him suffering because his early years as a child, his mother couldn't attend to him because some devil sergeant in the U.S. military thought it was a good idea to pour all the drugs he could into Los Angeles and other major cities so that he could sell guns buy guns from Iran and ship those guns down to the Sandinistas, man, down there. And that's why you getting your ass kicked by Iran today. That's the people you went and bought guns from and sent it to South America. And our mothers and fathers who got on those drugs, who couldn't, you know what it is? Some of them children, 5 years, 10 years. Brothers telling me, this is all the time, 15 years. for years, those first 15 years of their lives, many of those brothers out had nobody to keep them safe. You know, imagine that. You got nobody to keep you at your aunt's house, your cousin's house. You being molested, you being raped, you being abused. What little you have is being taken from you. Your clothes being taken from you. You going days without having a solid meal. You going through hell as a little child, as a baby. You have no safety. Like the one thing a child got to have is say, what do you do? The first thing he do when he cry? Grab his mama, get in her bosom. Now you take all that away, strip it from a baby. By the time he's 12, the man is destroyed. And if not for the Israelite school of U.P.K, a brother damn near would not make it back. Don't tell me what the fuck we doing is wrong. You kiss my black ass. Selassie from my family. Moroccan edited me out, but you can kiss my ass because of what you've done to these brothers. And this was done on the highest levels of Ronald Reagan, whom they love. You understand? Poindexter, Oliver North, and the rest of them rat bastards who sold all that dope through stupid ass fools like Freeway Ricky Ross and the rest of their dope game. They were running dope. They the dope deal. All these cats they made movies about. What's the name of them cats that they made these old
Snowfall?
Jake movies about.
Oh, one with Denzel Washington. That was the heroin. That was the same exact thing.
He worked. How you think he was able to get drugs from Laos into Harlem in the 60s?
Yeah,
any kind of goddamn sense. It was done through the CIA, who was bringing it in through the military, who put his man on and brought those drugs to him. And not just him, it was a ton of that they did that too, and destroyed those mothers, man. Destroyed those sisters, which of course destroys them. Listen, how do you know what I'm saying is true? Because what did Abraham say to his servant? Get it for me, Yediah. He went to his servant, man, and told his servant to go get a woman for my son, Isaac. And the scriptures say when he got Sarah, Rebecca, he was comforted. Give it to me, Yediah. You understand? And may the Lord curse your babies for what you did to God's babies, man. You will do this to God's babies. And of course, this never gets said in the hood. This is never discussed. You will never hear about it. You don't ever there's no talk about it, because of course men got to try their best to still be men, even though they broken like a broken glass inside. They got to still hold that shit together. And brother, it is hard for brothers to do that. And brother, it is not fair. It is not fair to those men. And it's not fair to their mama, because she get blamed for what a governmental program, some shit you can't even avoid if you want to. You understand? I go, well, she didn't have to get on drugs. She didn't have to. You goddamn right she did. Why? Because survival meant obeying the white man. You gonna tell me to obey the white man, and my mama been on drugs. I spent the first 10, 12 years of my life totally vulnerable to whatever the world wanted to do to me, because my mother was on drugs. And you gonna tell me I can't tell the white man he's the devil? My mother was not on drugs, but I'm just saying, I don't want to slander my mom. My mother was not on drugs. And even if she was on drugs, it wouldn't even matter. Because if one sister is on it, God damn it, everybody's mama is suffering from it. Right. Because all of us is in the streets robbing and killing each other over the evil that they did to our mothers. And let me tell you something now. All that we was oppressed by the Egyptians, the Lord did not charge us until he told us what it is that we had to do. Right. He did not charge us for it. You die, give it to me, man.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 24 and verse 1. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said to his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all that he had, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites among whom I dwell.
Big shout out to Abraham. Big. He said of what? Of whom what?
Khan, sir. That thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites among whom I dwell.
God damn it. If you laying in your bed dead, you call in your officer underneath you or another brother, you put your hand under my thigh and swear before the Most High that you will not allow my daughter to marry a goddamn heathen. That's what Abraham, the forefather of the nation of Israel, said. That I will do not let my son rather, marry some heathen girl. You understand? Go ahead, you die. Give me the rest.
Khan, but thou shalt go unto my country and to my kindred and take a wife unto my son Isaac.
Now jump to the part where he said once he got the wife.
Khan, the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her unto his mother Sarah's tent. And
right now, his mother's tent now, who passed away. So he living in his mother's tent. This is how he being comforted. Go ahead.
Khan, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
You hear that? Do you hear that? Is that cold or is that like you telling me we ain't supposed to be studying the Bible on how to get out of slavery?
That's right.
Like all that in that little verse. That little verse right there. Don't marry no goddamn heathen. Right. Marry your son off to a sister that's one of our own. You understand? And make sure she's a sister that's gonna comfort this brother for losing his mother. You understand? Now, what you gonna do for that 12-year-old boy, 10-year-old boy? How you gonna comfort him from his mother? God damn it! Damn America for the evil that they do, brother. You understand? Let me read a couple quick comments real quick. Tazlai said those jobs require a lot of focus and attention. That's crazy. That these are the jobs that they will let smoke weed. Princess Shuashana said, Princess Kanawa said, shouldn't you be sober when running into a fire or driving and maneuvering through traffic to get to an emergency? Brother, they going to the weed spot with the lights on. I'm telling you.
Yes. Remember, they was telling the fire truck stop.
Yes. And he wouldn't stop. Yes.
That's probably exactly what
that's it. You know what I mean? Or driving and maneuvering through traffic to get to an emergency where someone's life is on the line. Shaking my head. Good Lord. Takai Bob said, and this governor wrote a book called The Other Westmore, comparing his life to another man named Westmore who sold drugs and how his life was so different. Now it's legal to sell these drugs.
That's what I say about him. He's a nasty politician.
He's a real slime. Go ahead. I'm sorry, General. I'm sorry.
And let me tell you, many times people might have heard us how we battle Christians throughout the years, and we always win in every battle. And no Christian can defeat us in any battle. And what I don't think that most people understand is that that's because of two things. One, the Most High God is with us, and he's not with Christians.
Right.
Now, that exact same logic is why voting was never going to work.
Right.
Because if you fight for the right to vote, but God is not on your side, then voting cannot help you. Right. Because although you're getting the right to vote, God will not bless a sinner in anything he does. Right. And so even trying to vote without keeping the commandments of God was foolhardy. Now, here's the other reason that I know Christians don't know this about themselves and why they can't ever defeat us in logic and in a battle on the street. Because they are handicapped because of their worship of white people.
Right.
Like it handicaps their imagination about white people. Voting seemed like such a good idea if you believe that there is goodness in white people. Right? If you believe that, I'm having sex with all these white girls, they want me to live in their neighborhood. They want me to buy a house in their neighborhood. Why? Because I'm having sex with white women. So I believe that really they want me there. And of course, my God is white. Jesus is white. White people are really good people in, deep down inside. So I'm going to fight to vote to be included with them, to live with them, to go to school with them. They couldn't imagine that just maybe white people are disgusting, filthy animals. Now, if you could go there in your mind, have a while y'all was shy. You know what that would do for you? You would be able to manipulate white people if you treat them like animals, which is where this Westmore and smoking weed. It's obvious why. I can guarantee there is not an outcry in Baltimore for We need the paramedics to get high. We need the paramedics to get high. I guarantee there is not marches in the street where people are like, yeah, you know, I don't care about how much the gas is. We need these paramedics to be able to smoke some weed around here. That is not an outcry by the people.
No.
But I know there's money from weed distribution and from all these new weed corporations and weed businesses. And Westmore cannot get elected without money.
Right.
That's right.
People and Hispanics thought, well, white people are animals, so let's all unify. And now we have $10 billion to pay a filthy pig politician to do whatever we want. We could just get whatever, just pay him. Right? You want a town? I want a town. I want no white people to come in here. Here you go. And it would not happen. You know who learned that? The trade unions.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Teamster union.
That's right.
All
The mob.
Jesus Christ. This mob who are the mafia. But the mafia knew that politicians were pigs.
Right.
And you don't love them.
Right.
You pay a politician.
Right.
You give him goddamn money and you pay a judge and you pay some old filthy congressman. And you just pay him. And now, since we are unified, like the Teamsters, like the trade unions, like the electrical unions, since we're unified, here's $1 billion. Here's this money. Here's sheriff. Here we go. You can take this. Why? Because I don't love you. I don't think you're God. I don't think I can change your heart and make you see Jesus' love.
Right.
But I know that you will give me your grandmother's drawers for $10. That is what everybody else on the planet was like. And there is not another soul that did not know that the way to change politics in America is to control the money, not the votes.
Right.
Everyone knows. Elon Musk learned it. Every billionaire learned it. Every trade union learned it. The weed distributors.
They learned.
They learned it. They learned what to do to control America, not the marching, not the voting, but band together, make money, and then pay this pig to do whatever you want to do.
That's right.
So lock it.
Right. Most High in Christ. That's right.
Yeah, you can just keep going. That's the smart. That's if you don't think they're Jesus, you would pay them.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
And don't be surprised when you're gonna have devils delivering the weed in the ambulance. 911.
I ain't even think about that. Was you having a heart attack? I don't think so. I got a nickel bag. Gonna become drug dealers. You gonna get your weed, and he gonna run all the red lights. Send me over a bag. I'm on my way. There you go. You gonna get it overnight. You know, man. And once again, like we bring it out, like what happened to us here was no mistake. What they did to us when it came to our relationships and our families and our children and destroyed our wives. All this talk over Megan, I'm gonna cut in on y'all for just a second. All this talk over Megan Thee Stallion, you know, I went and looked at the lyrics of Megan Thee Stallion. Right. All right. And after that, which one of y'all had the story of the 22 Buddhists that got caught with bags of weed? The ones for peace. The ones marching for peace.
That was an avoidance of the TSA.
That's what I'm doing.
Y'all got that story? Let me know because I'll send it to you. Hold on. I got to show y'all this, man. Bear with me 1 second. You got the story? Okay, but let me read this. As for all you arguing about Megan Thee Stallion, okay, I actually went and looked on a more serious note about the lyrics of their song. And here's what it says. I'll run down on him before I have a nigga running me. This is what's going over the airways to millions of young girls. Just like I mentioned about young men not having a mother. This is what young girls are being influenced here. Talk your shit, bite your lip, ask for a car while you ride that dick.
while you ride that dick, you really ain't never gotta fuck him. Bear with me a second, you mind? Let's just hold off on that. You really ain't never gotta fuck him for a thing. Yeah, he already made his mind up before he came. Now you get your boots and your coat for this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Paid my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Like that's who you listening to on how. That's who our daughter's listening to on how they should have a relationship with a man. Now the record companies spend billions to push this all over the world. How are you going to compete against that? And those same record companies pay politicians, like General Marmon was just bringing out, to make laws to stop you from correcting your daughter, stop you from enforcing your authority over your daughter, make ways for your daughter to get out of it, have abortions privately, do all kinds of things privately. Now you can't even touch her phone if it's in her name. How do you fix that? You only fix it. You only fix it when you come into the truth. And then you get control of your family. Let me read. This one here, I don't even know what the hell she's even talking about. She's talking about sex, and I don't even know what is even talking about. But it's not just the women either. I just want to get, if I could, I just want to get one of the male rappers. This cat called The Baby. Y'all know him, right? Why he say that? He better deal with it. Yeah, she gone now. She gone now. Got caught by a real nigga. Want to be on her own now. She want to roam out. Tired of you treating her like a little girl. He want to be grown now. She want to get dressed and go flex when they play her song. Now you trying to take the bitch up the street. She trying to get flown out. She trying to date, go out to eat. But bitch, we ain't going out. I'm fucking her. Great. I got the keys. I can get in your home now. This is just talking to her father. I can get in your home now, or her actual husband. I'm all in your shit, nigga. Thugging it out. Feet on the couch like I pay the rent, nigga. She running her mouth. I'm beating her down. I'm talking my shit, nigga. You ever found out? Come see what I'm about. You know how I get, nigga. You know how I'm built, nigga. Like that's what your little son and daughter is listening to. Now that's just examples of two without the music. Imagine there's tens of thousands of these songs out. And once again, it's only in our community. There ain't no East Indian songs like that. Ain't no Arab songs like that. Ain't no white Jewish songs like that. Ain't no white people songs like that. Only our community this is pushed because this is being financed by evil men in evil secret groups inside society. And we sit up there and act like we don't understand what the hell is going on. Like we upset that Megan Thee Stallion break up. Megan Thee Stallion done spent millions for Megan Thee Stallion to destroy everybody else's daughter.
Right.
Why the hell? What the hell? We like if you upset at what happened with Megan Thee Stallion, you have no idea what your slave master's been doing to you. Because that's something to really be upset. You know that the record companies are spending billions on you. You don't even know who these executives are. They don't even name them. But if you know that they spending millions to teach your daughters this and you ain't upset about that, but you're upset about her breaking up, you are like such a victim. You're such a victim to what is happening, which is like we're talking about. They're going to dope you up, destroy you, wreck your mind, build prisons for you, wipe out our whole society if left alone. And what is the solution? Again, the Lord showed us in the scriptures. I just showed you one example. Right or wrong. It's just one example right there with Abraham on what not to do so that you can do the right thing. And now we can have us a nation that comes together and comes together so powerfully. And again, the oppression is to help us get there. The oppression is to get us to force us to help it ourselves. Like when them Egyptians started killing us and throwing our babies in the river, we got our shit together.
We was ready to get up out of there then. We was calling on the Lord then. We wasn't trying to vote then. We wasn't trying to say, well, get a Democrat in here. We right around. We was trying to get out, the hell away from them at that point. Somebody else had a hand? Let's go on to let's get the Buddhist monks. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So before you jump on the other story, the whole thing with Megan Thee Stallion and what's the other brother name? The basketball brother who went on Shannon Sharp show. I forget something Beasley. Michael Beasley, right? When he went and he spoke about what his mother did and destroyed the relationship with his father, people in the comments were saying, okay, the mother is evil, she shouldn't have did that. But they would be the same people having sympathy for Megan Thee Stallion. But Megan Thee Stallion is a rich version of his mother. Because Megan Thee Stallion was asking this basketball player $700,000 a month for her upkeep. Now she making money. What she needs $700,000 for?
I don't know if she making money, to be honest. Because they robbing them so much, these rappers end up with zero. So that's 700,000 is because maybe the bitch is broke. But either way, bitch asked me for $700,000. I'm finna shoot that bitch.
He's saying like after that, he look at her different. Right. Now imagine how if he has to pay her that for nothing. Imagine if there was Klay Thompson Jr. In this breakup. What would she ask for? Just like how Beasley's father was coming with 4,000 and his mother would take 3,800 and send him away with 200 and not let him see the boy. So now if you sorry for Megan and think the mother is evil, you're a hypocrite.
Right.
Either Megan is evil like the mother or sympathy for the mother and sympathy for Megan. But we so caught up with the lust and live vicariously through this these celebrities. They done warp our minds. So now the brother's mother is evil, but Megan is, and I'm guaranteed the whole reason she took the boy from the father is another woman. I guarantee you the same like they bought the same things. They bought the same thing. Thank the Lord he ain't have no damn child with that slut. So
Fiery Furnace says she is broke.
Good night.
I ain't shocked. Telling them be broke. Right after they career is over, they be broke. And you don't know if she getting hot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we look at her like it's Megan Thee Stallion. She couldn't be getting hot. You damn right she could be getting hot. She gotta get on that stage every night and shake her ass. You know what I mean? I'd want some supplements working out every day too. Shit. You know what I mean?
Then the brother she was married to before when Tory Lanez had the thing. He came with, that's how he found out she was having sex with so much men because of Tory Lanez. He said if y'all only know what this girl be doing on the side, how unhappy she is. His party, something Fontaine is his name. When the whole thing happened with the shooting, he came on with a song and talked about how she be so unhappy, how she have body, she have issues with her image and shit.
See that?
So he damn near alluded to she's already broken.
Right.
And it's the whole system, whether you're rich or you're poor, they're destroying us so much. And we ain't seeing it. So as you say, the separation from this place is the cure. Take away the lust, take away the options, take away, even down there going down to the Safeway or the Giant to get food is such a crutch for us because it will destroy the brotherhood with the brother who is growing the chicken.
Yes.
Because now I could say, well, F you over some beef because I could go buy chicken.
Yes.
But if it is, I know I need him. He's the mechanic. His wife is the nurse. His daughters is the midwife.
Yes.
If I know I need them, how much more we would maintain relationships.
Yes.
Versus I don't need nobody. I could go here and get this. I could go here and get that. Like the fact that things are at our fingertips.
Yeah.
And the convenience of it destroys the brotherhood because now when things are not so convenient, you really have to build a network of a reliable network.
Right.
So now I have to make sure your business survives because I need it. I have to make sure the school survives because I need it. But when I could just get some money on ups and go to the white man's school, like I don't care.
In the hell, your school.
We need to be cut off from the luxury of America. It's going to strengthen the brother.
Yep. Damn right. Damn right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And what let me tell you, if I could just add this, that it shocks me all the time that we as Black people, Latino people, and Native Indian people constantly blame each other. We've allowed them to hate our other sex. Like if you're a brother
and you jumps on board ready to hate black women over something that went on with Megan Thee Stallion, then you are simple, because it means that you don't recognize the real problem, which is the man that's over us, making us hate each other because he's changing the rules that came from the Lord. And if you a sister and you seeing that with Megan Thee Stallion and you hating men, you are ignorant as hell, because you are missing the point that this came from the man who changed the game. This is the man that made you take off your dress and now you in spandex, made you take off your pants and now you in booty shorts. This is the man that did that. This is the man that taught you how to twerk. You didn't learn how to twerk because you was in the hood. You learned how to twerk from your slave master. This is the man that taught you how to cheat on your husband, how to be a whore, how to sneak around. This is a man that taught you to be like his woman. You understand? And the vice versa. And you don't say to yourself, well, listen, man, I'm not going to be fighting over whether men is right or women is right, or what men is doing and what women is doing. What I'm going to fight for is the solution for men and women to come back to each other. Like, that's what I need. I need to know, what are both of us doing that we can't fix ourselves and get back to the right order? Both them songs you read where women are being taught to lose the most basic thing of obeying a man, and men are taught to lose the basic thing, which is caring for their woman.
Right.
Like you got brothers that hate women. You with a woman, but you hate her. You understand? And you got women, you hate a man because you don't want no authority over you. And both of them come from the slave masters. That's right. Like go back to 1955, right before they brought dope into the ghetto. Black women had no problem listening to their husbands.
That's right.
You had beef here and there in every nation, but that wasn't a thing. It wasn't a break. Having broken families wasn't a thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Them sisters was in utter poverty, out in tenements. You understand? Barely got running water. You understand? And they had babies. You know what I'm saying? I remember like it was yesterday when I was born in New York City. When I went home and was beginning to be raised, my mother's and father's tub was in the living room. And I never could understand, why is the tub in the living room? I'm 5 years old. Like, why? Before we moved, and they helped themselves a little more. Why was the tub in the little? I'm in the Lower East Side, Avenue D, where the white man is cutting up the apartments and putting all your sink and your kitchen and your in one place so he can give you an apartment cheap enough for you to survive and have enough apartments in the damn tenement building so he can fill it with everybody else. So now your living room gonna be the tub. You're gonna have to put a curtain around the cover. That's your tub. Over there is gonna be your bedroom. Over there it's a
prison cell.
You're damn right. It's just like a prison cell. And that's how black people had to live growing up under this slave master. And again, we don't look at that stress that our parents went through. And then the drugs came in, and then the gangs came in, and then all the murder came in. And before you know it, this man had control of the entire, listen, and really, when he sent us to Vietnam and put all our wives on welfare, that was the end. That was like the culmination. Bang! He put the women on welfare, sent all the men to Vietnam. They came back as dope fiends. He's already set the drug dealers up in every neighborhood. So they had the perfect storm. So we lost our family values in the 60s. Yeah. And here it is now, what has it been? 85 years later, 65 years later, rather, 66 years later, we trying to act like we got a legitimate beef with men and women. Right. You don't even know what men and women are supposed to do anymore. Right. You had 65 years of propaganda against the damn thing. What do you know? You don't know anything. You understand? That's why they got 1,000 psychologists trying to figure this out, because they don't stripped us from it. But the scriptures give it back to us. The Bible. That's why they don't want us bringing out no black history, none of that. Damn sure don't want us opening up this Bible like it's a black man's book, right? Because you can go in there and read 4,000 years of a people who had to go through so many adversities and then succeed through the adversity. Right. And now when they succeeded, they showing you how they did it. Right. And once again, instead of having black people do that, we'll just take the Bible and have them singing and shouting and dancing in church, and then we can go in there and molest their kids and steal their money and run every kind of Christian game, and they never really learn what's being written in the Bible. That's why what we do is the greatest thing any man on the face of this earth could do is to become a prophet of the Lord. Salaki, go ahead.
Salaki, so if I could say one thing, I believe John Muhammad might have said this. The very things that Megan Thee Stallion is rapping, that gives her pleasure, is what's killing her.
Yeah.
So what Captain Shock is saying as far as how she's already destroyed already, she's broken. The very thing she raps about is what is destroying her.
Damn.
Robbing the brothers and having sex with them for the car and the 700,000, which is a ridiculous number. I don't even know where that even came from, but good night. You understand? Like that's what's killing her and the brother too. That's what's killing us too. Making whores of our sisters. So you're making whores of our sisters. They can't raise our children because you hate the women. Right. So you get no press now because now you in court. Now you want to kill her. You want to harm her. Now you're on drugs. It's the same thing that's giving you pleasure is what's killing you. So like,
That's right.
All right. And then he just real quick. Then he just turns around and said, "Black men just don't take care of their children."
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you brought up about the drugs things and back in the '60s, right? During the Vietnam War and during that time, it was like a lot of black power going on, and a lot of cats went over the Vietnam War. As I started looking at some of the movies they had and reading the books, they had a lot of black power in them. But when they came back over here, I was wondering where that black power went. Did I remember something my father did? My father kept a journal of him in Vietnam and everything he went through, right? He said when he came back home, they tried to send him to Fort Indian Town Gap up in PA. And he didn't go because he knew up there they was drugging everybody. He knew once you went up there, you would get drugged out. He didn't want to get drugged out coming back from Vietnam. So he never reported at all. They were sending a lot of brothers up there to get drugged out. So you come back up here, and you come back home, black power and got that strength and know how to protect the people and want to be down with the people, but they take you from the military immediately to get drugs. Up in Fort Indian Town Gap. He never went. Yeah, I mean, it's been an everlasting cycle that's going on to today, which is now why Megan Thee Stallion is the way she is, because she never had a father in her life. That's right. To stop that action. Yeah. That was it, sir.
Yeah.
If I could, I had one more thing there also too. How you say they never want us to go in the Bible because when a man have sex with a woman, that's his wife. So because we love white people and love America, they make marriage superficial. So we get to rap about how superficial it is to take a woman when you just read how Abraham told his son not to get a heathen daughter.
It was serious,
right? And then how it comforted him when she died. So it's like marriage is not a superficial thing you could just use as like a tangible object to get money and wealth and things like that, because it will destroy you. Like it'll turn your life into hell. So like
that's heavy. That was real heavy right there. Soccer War 9 o'clock. Y'all still with us?
Concert.
Come on, man. Y'all chiming in. What's happening?
Yeah,
This house now. We in the Buddha bless them now.
No, so like yes, sir.
Her big shout out to Captain. Good to see y'all, man.
Come on, sir.
Yo, man, y'all go on and chime in before I go on into the Buddha. All right, go ahead.
Come on, sir. I just want to add to what you're saying is so heavy too, because recently, I know you're more likely know it, but the CIA have something called where they say they form social opinions, where they have a department for that, where they'll go have a server, take pictures of real people, set them up as as if they're real online, put a story out there, and then you just see likes and comments, bigging it up, and before you know it, it's going viral. You understand what I'm saying? So what you're saying is so heavy in that Black people think, like we going out here, like what we doing is what we want to do, and not him thinking is him that forming the thoughts in your head. Understand? And because you so because of the Christian church, because of this, this world, your God is so, you drop your God completely and you think, well, God is all love. These people, is not our enemies. This, that, the other. And before you know it, you're repeating the same things they're saying, like, black people kill black people. Where you get that from? Where you get that from? They don't know what a group says that about their group.
Yeah.
But us, you understand? But they have, you know what I mean? There's so much tools they're using to keep us oppressed and to, you know what I mean, have us, you know what I mean? Ain't no group put up entertainers as role models for kids.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Entertainers as role models. So what? We can't have doctors. Right. We can't have lawyers.
Right.
We can't have judges.
Right.
You understand? We must all have what rappers and basketball players.
Right.
Nah. They're forming everything in there, and before you know it, you know what I mean? That's why the truth is so important. You know what I mean? To water to the most, to water to you and the generals for that, man.
Yeah, right.
Like if I could.
And if go ahead, Saka.
No, go ahead, General. So like I yield, sir.
Real quick. I just wanted to say is that's why it burns me up when some horrible thing happens in the black community, and then the politicians say, "We got to stop this, y'all. We got to stop this." The first thing coming to my mind is, what are you willing to do that we stop it?
Right. That's right.
What are you willing to do to have this evil thing that goes on be stopped? Right. Mm-hmm. Nothing, because you're too busy getting paid by the people who cause it. Yeah. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, go ahead. I mean, my bad.
Colonel Wakanda, General, what you're saying is so heavy, and just piggybacking off what everybody else is saying. Like, this social engineering is at an all-time high, and our culture has been infiltrated. And it just watching the algorithm and things people say, you can tell, you can always see the devil's fingerprint or footprint on a lot of these things. The Bible says, don't be ignorant of Satan's devices. Right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we get caught up in the mix. And a lot of times instead of stepping back, we don't really analyze and say, what is this what are we becoming? What is this doing to us as a community? Like even that whole thing that happened in Shreveport with that, I guess he was a brother that unalived them children and tried to kill them women, unaliving women. I hear women saying, well, the black woman is under attack, but they don't say the black family is under attack. Yeah. So it's the rhetoric is the they didn't even say the children. They just said the black women is under attack, but they don't look at us collectively as a whole. And these are things that's going on. And a lot of times Satan, that's what he wants. He wants to divide and conquer. And we got to see the big picture. You know what I'm saying? What is this? What's the motive behind this whole thing? So I just want to say that, General, based on what you was bringing out earlier. So like I yield.
Damn right. So true. Right. Come on, you died. Come on, who's got it? You died? Come on, let me just tell them about Buddha.
Buddha bless, sir.
Yeah, Buddha bless.
Go, sir.
Let's get it on.
Go, sir. 22 Buddhist monks arrested at airport after record drug bust.
God dang.
Record drug bust. Wow. That is some crazy stuff. Go ahead.
Colonel Wakaz, sir. 22 Sri Lankan monks returning from Thailand were arrested on Sunday at the main international airport in Sri Lanka with a record 242 pounds of powerful cannabis, officials said.
Damn. They had that good Thai weed. Down there, they grow it and twist it. Yeah, man. They twist it up in a stalk. Yeah, man. They got caught with that good Thai weed. Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, sir, each carried about 5 kilos of the narcotic concealed within false walls in their luggage, the spokesman said.
Straight dope dealers. Yeah. Go ahead. Everybody, let me tell you something. This is proof that everybody is chiming in on the benefit of keeping you a drug addict.
Right.
Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. Even the Buddhist monk is chiming in on the opportunity to get paid off of keeping the Lord's people dope fiends. Go ahead, Op.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Colonel Wakan. The monks were mostly young students from the temples across Sri Lanka and have been on a holiday sponsored by a businessman. Customs officials said it was the largest single detection of Kush at the South Asian country's main international airport.
They called it Kush. They took that thing back.
That's a black slug. That's a black thing right there. That's they came that up. Come on,
them old orange wrapped up monks. You know what I mean? Supposedly nothing under that orange thing, but fresh balls. 5 kilos of weed sitting up under that thing and in false compartments and all that. Come on, you dog.
Not just the weed, the kush.
Right?
That good old kush.
Damn. Go ahead, you dog. It's a lot.
If I could, sir, you bring out it so heavy. I know Captain Meshach and Captain I.S.U.P.K remember them Buddhist monks that was walking through D.C. and North Carolina. I see why they was walking. They didn't want to go to the airport.
That's right. That's right. They avoid the TSA.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted the ICE to pull up on them to hell down.
Yes. I see.
Snow.
Yes.
They got to be high walking in that snow.
Yes. You know what I mean? They talking about we walking for peace. You walking to avoid the damn ice ages because you full of dope.
They got 5 on it.
Yeah.
They said these are students.
Get out of here.
That's what they said. They are students who was in some Sri Lankan school. Whoever had the article.
Comic-Con, sir.
Right. And if I could, selling drugs is a major tool for revolutionaries. Yeah. Like them Buddha monks is walking all peaceful students. They fighting somebody in China or somewhere that's oppressing their people, and they gonna sell this dope just like Oliver North did. Right. They gonna sell this dope. That they ain't selling that dope to feed themselves, to make a bowl of rice. They selling that weed so they can get weapons into some place that some government doesn't want them to have it at, so they can get it on against their enemies. All that peace and love and bullshit, and give a donation and all that. Please, and you black women and some of you black men too, you falling for it. You look at that bald head and them bowing and all humble and all that. You going and giving up money out your pocket trying to support them. You don't even know you supporting a full-fledged revolutionary somewhere around the world, hiding in some Buddhist temple some damn where. The yo people. Go ahead. Who was that?
They go take
I see why they can do it. They're high you high, you can do that.
On the back of that, that's like the model minority again. Because if they're students, you go into school as a black or Latino child or young man or young woman, you watching them and thinking, oh, they have a community, they so together, they're gonna become doctors and lawyers. Meanwhile, these are drug dealers.
Yes.
And you shorten yourself, thinking they're better than you. And they're criminals. They're absolute criminals, even the Asians.
Yeah.
They had some Asians they found recently bring some pathogen into a university in Detroit.
I heard.
So now we really had to ask ourselves, who's really better?
Yes.
Who's really smarter? Who's really more honest? Who is more sincere? You go to some dentist, he's some Arab somewhere or some Sri Lankan ex-monk. He trying to talk to you about morals and say, keep going. You know how it's hard for us immigrants. Meanwhile, him and his whole family was ex-drug dealers. Like that is a cold game to play on us and then pull us over and want to sniff the car and frisk the car and bring the dog. Where was the dogs for them months?
Right. Treating us like we such a scary people. You got to pull us out the car and check everything. Meanwhile, the monks walking past you, look at them doped up.
That's crazy.
Walking past you with how much? A record 220 kilos of dope.
So like you. No, I ain't want to cut nobody off. So like John.
Okay, go ahead, Michelle.
I was just gonna make one more thing. Remember Brittany Griner? She's 2 years in
That's
Russia.
right. That's right.
Over what, medical?
Over medical and a small amount.
Small amount. Meanwhile, they, this international, they come from a whole other country.
Yes.
Man, they're doing us real dirty, like you said a few years ago. So this place is an illusion.
That's it.
Or everybody needs to start to listen to yourself on the I.S.U.P.K. So because we judging ourselves based on what the oppressor print, what he says about us. When we should listen to a black man who live and grow just like us,
right?
And talking about what we live. Because this thing here is gonna make you gonna imagine you studying and you get a C or a D, you fail a course.
You think they great and wise and they studying, and you looking at them like, damn, they got it together. Before you know it, you want to be a goddamn Buddhist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah.
They could have stayed in school and sell drugs.
Right there. Like that, you know what I mean? And we quick to go take on their religion. I remember, boy, listen, go back into the 70s. We was wearing kung fu outfits, dashikis,
And I mean, we was trying to be everybody but who the hell we was.
Right.
Our own. What you saying is absolutely the true and right.
Made the song Kung Fu Fighting.
You sure did. Tina Turner.
With the worship in the cabbage.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. With the whole
I saw a kung fu movie today and I was embarrassed.
I can't believe you just said that. I turned and said, what's wrong with it? It hit me just like that. I said, this shit is ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Young brothers don't know. That kung fu brother had black people.
Yeah, it did, dude.
I mean,
Come on, Gerald.
Yeah.
I'm watching this today.
Come.
I was embarrassed.
Wow.
That's all I can tell you.
Now, how could I have been one of those?
How is it in the hell? I watched this and thought it was real.
Right. We did.
I was sitting there looking like, the hell was wrong with me?
Right.
Just like that.
Yo, man.
I definitely remember being young, coming up to the movie theater, not a trash can was seen. You watch one of them things.
Yes.
Every trash can is the next Shaolin Temple. Arguments about the crane, that's the one. Now you into the snakes.
Yes.
The snakes. I'm today.
The drunken monkey.
Oh my God. I'm watching this shit. On the edge of my bed.
Like, now, listen, you gotta let me tell the story, Mike.
Here we go.
I gotta tell the story. We was building the cat. And Muhammad came to me and said, I really want to, get good at what I'm doing. I'm thinking about going down to one of them, martial arts school. He was young. I looked at him. I said, you really shouldn't. He said, I'm telling you, man, I need to. I said, the Most High gonna give you, the martial art. You gonna get the Yakarab, and you can be good. I know. And he came back again, and I knew at the time I had to let him go. I said, all right, just be careful. He went down to this martial arts studio. The sensei came out. Want to learn martial arts? First, you have to fight me, and then I can teach you the kung fu. Hyman went in there, beat his ass, and he farted. He came back to me. I'm sweeping the stoop. He came back uptown. He said, "It was bad, man." I said, "Did you get hurt?" He farted. I knew. As soon as he said that, I knew. And sure enough, the Lord raised him up in the martial arts, and he got that martial art that it is today. Like all of us coming out this world, we think they got something for us. Yeah. We think they better. They in them studios faking it the whole damn time. That's why all the martial arts schools now got kids in it, because that's the only one who could play around in there. You sit up there. Go ahead and try to hit me with the. When they got the 1-inch punch. Remember that? Go ahead, pull the 1-inch punch. I'm gonna knock your head off. The 1-inch punch. Come on, man.
General Salaki.
Go ahead, Salaki. You died. Give me the line like men in the meantime. Go ahead, y'all.
I don't know if you could play a 50-second video. I'll put it in the private chat about the Dalai Lama, the Buddhist.
Can you send it to me?
Maybe that's why the smoking weed says Salaki.
God.
So Salaki, bro.
Hyman came uptown hurt that he hurt their sensei in their school. Hurt that he beat his ass and made him fart. He farted on himself. And I think he might have went out of business after that. I think he had to shut the school down. It was bad. It was bad.
He said the students was watching, and he said, "I can't believe this happened."
Right.
That's right. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened just now. I'm standing there like,
it's like we looking at them so great.
Yeah.
When we young, before we come in the truth, to us it's like, and then if the Lord shame them in front of you, like, oh,
I did something wrong. Because he's supposed to be da-da-da. And listen, and Muhammad ain't respected another nation since. No nation after that.
I like it, General. If I could.
Yes. Yes.
When we fail, we could rationalize failing.
Yes. And they act like it was going to happen when we fail. But not going to happen when they fail. That's why he said, I can't believe it happened. When meanwhile, when you fail, it really is the real deal is we're better than you. Yes. Salah, I didn't mean to cut you off. Y'all got me going. This is insane.
General, if I could.
Right, go ahead, Khan. Jump on it.
I remember you used that phrase, some done goy. I remember you
you know what I'm saying? Right? And if I could, speaking of that movie, like you want a movie to understand the evil of this place when it comes to that martial arts, you got what's the name of the movie? The Last Dragon with that black kid. You go watch that movie. And sure enough was dressed like an Israelite. You know what I mean? He tried to beat the boy into some senses because he's basically a sellout under the Moabites. And sure enough was a real brother. And trying to beat it out of him.
So like a General.
The hell up.
So like I used to love. He said the Shogun of Harlem. Then he came in there like a black man too. He said, who's the prettiest? Am I the meanest? Am I the prettiest? And then came in there.
Yes, he did. Yo, man, like that movie. Whoever, and I think that was made by the Hughes brothers. And I think the Hughes brothers were trying to, wake brothers up through that martial arts movie that this Chinese bullshit is not who we are. You know what I mean? Setting up dumb monks. Go ahead, Con. I didn't mean to cut in on you.
Well, that was it, General. I was just making that point, sir. Salak.
Anybody else want to chime in before I wrap it up? Go ahead,
sir, if I could. Everything y'all bringing out is so heavy, and it's important that we recognize that these other nations, they have their laws, they have their culture. But the law that the Most High gave to us is such an honorable, righteous culture that it would shield us from being taken advantage of or abused by these other nations. This story we brought up tonight about these Tibetan monks with this marijuana, the drug trade is universal. It's all across the planet. The Most High gave us laws that would shield us from the abuse of drugs. The Most High gave us laws that would shield us from smoking and from, all these things that allow us to be taken advantage of by these other nations. Earlier this week, I think it was last week, Donald Trump, along with a bunch of his psychedelic buddies, passed a law approving the usage of DMT or the mushrooms and psychedelic drugs.
Yep, the psychedelic ones.
That's going to be another thing that brothers and sisters need to be watching out for. If you follow the laws of the Most High, you're not going to get caught up in the psychedelic trip. The white man is about to start issuing, acid and DMT and LSD for anybody that got a mental health disorder. You schizophrenic or you got some trauma, some baggage, they're going to get you high. You're going to see aliens in the third dimension, fifth dimension. They're going to come tell you you're going to see white demons or white angels is going to whisper things in your ear, and we're going to be completely disassociated from the suffering and the evil that we facing in this place because we're not turning to the Most High. The white man knows his time is short, and he's finna pull out all the stops to try in a last-ditch effort to get us to turn away from the Lord. But these laws that the Most High gave us are righteous. These laws the Most High gave us are holy, and it'll protect us from the other nations taking advantage of us. To think that Tibet is transporting weed, Iran and Afghanistan was transporting opium. The Russians were selling LSD and ecstasy back in the early 2000s. All of these other nations are partaking in the white man and using these drugs to destroy us and keep us docile, keep us brainwashed and asleep when the Lord wants us to wake up and become the people he called us to be. And the only way we're going to do that is with the truth. So like it, sir, I yield.
Damn right. Damn right. You know, man. And the Lord said, what nation have not taken part in her? Like every nation pillaged us to death. And what you were saying earlier was heavy too. Like the Lord said, how's it go? Y'all paraphrase. I'm paraphrasing. Thy laws shall be thy wisdom. Like the Lord said that those, like you said, these laws was designed to keep us safe. And the Lord said that was our wisdom.
And you know what I mean? When we left our laws, statutes, and commandments, and now we trying to follow every other nation. We like Adam in the garden. We trying to close ourselves with all the leaves of all the other nations, man. When that is just not something that can be done. Hey, man, I hope y'all had as good a time as I did up in here in the Black Watch tonight, man. We did another amazing show, man. I want to give a big shout out to the heavy hitters up in the building. General Muhammad, give it up, y'all.
That's right.
You understand? General Hazayan, give it up in the building. Had a couple special guests up in here. Captain Akkad Abarayam, the Lamb Slaughter Man, among so many other things that he does in the truth. Big shout out to Captain Mashak Mayan out of D.C. Brought the D.C. posse up in here. Now we got newly raised Captain Sawatya Allah, all the way from Trinidad, holding us down, man. Got some badass other cats up in here. I got Kazak Ahmad holding us down all the time, all over the web. And my main man up there, the Muslim expert, always called me expert. He sent me a breakdown the other day on some Islam brother that blew my head off. He do it to me all the time. He wait to the right time and hit me, my head go boom. But what he brings up, that's a warrior Allah, man. Heavy warrior also. A warrior out of Washington, D.C., man. And of course, my team up in the building with me tonight. Officer Marah, Officer Yadiah, Officer Ibad Hayah, holding us down every day up in this truth. I'll see y'all next time live on the UPK. Pay your time. Support this truth, fam. Shalom.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under Yahawashi they ought to love one another, and they doing it.